lonely in my room.
Hi guys, this is your girl Chelaa, and today is such a special day. This is such a special episode, and I'm shooting this episode for Mother's Day. Yes, baby. You're not asleep. Oh my god. I'm shooting. What's your name? Shout.
Flank Betty Van.
Yay! Mwah. Mommy is shooting a video. Okay. Can I shoot it? What do you say to mommy? Do you love mommy? How much do you love mommy? How much? How much? Like this big?
Yeah.
How big? Show me. How big? This is a sticker. You don't want to tell me how much you love me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's how much you love me.
Yeah.
Oh my god, to mommy. Yo, I love you so much. You're the best kid. I mean, you're the best thing that has ever happened to me in my life, okay? Okay, I love you. Bye. Go play your game. Let mommy shoot. Don't touch mommy's camera. Okay. Love you. So yeah, that is what defines me the most, motherhood. And I am a mother of one very, very handsome kiddo. His name is SimplyStephChelaa, as he has said it. And motherhood came to me at a time that I thought I could be the mother, that could be a mother, the least. I mean, that was the time that I was still in campus and I would look at people pregnant in school and I was like, why are you pregnant while in school? So for me, I would never have thought that I was gonna get pregnant. And I was always thinking, oh, these thoughts of if you ever get pregnant, would you ever do like key abortion thingy and all that? It all came to me while I still had not even headed there. So this one time it hit home. I got pregnant, and to me it felt like it was the worst day of my life because man, this was a I tried taking the two pills, but then boom, he said, you know what, mommy, I'm gonna come no matter what. So he came, and my whole life changed. I don't know if it was for the better then, but to me it felt like as then, if you would have asked me, that was the worst thing that ever happened to me. Because I remember I thought of ways of doing an abortion. I thought of all that, but there was just something that was holding me back because you know what? I had that Christianity background in my life. I was a spiritual person, and there was that thing that was just pulling me back. And boom, voila, here he is, my baby boy Philan. And it's something that I am so proud of myself right now. If you ask me, it's one of my biggest achievements. Biggest achievements. So yes, happy Mother's Day to every mother out there, every single mother, every mother who's married but is going through stuff, every mother who is having the support of their baby daddies, their husband, every other woman. Happy Mother's Day, because this is such a special day. Mothers never get to be celebrated as much as they are supposed to be. That's what I feel, that they just don't get to be celebrated. They just don't get, because we blame ourselves so much as mothers. We go through so much as mothers. We feel like we are not mothers enough so many other times. And many a times you just need that one word that, Mama, you're doing an amazing job. And to me, that makes me just cry. It makes me just bawl, because you know what? I might be doing an amazing job, but I don't know that I'm doing it. So yeah. So this is a special dedication to my mom, my bonus mom, my stepmom. I love calling her my bonus mom, my spiritual mother, and my big sister. Her name is Chiru, who played a very big role in my life. So yeah, I'm gonna start off with I was born. Where I was born, I'm gonna start off with my mother. My mother's name is Dina Chemutai, and she's played such a big role in my life. I don't know. I know every other person who thinks of their mother. I mean, most of the people, because there are people that you can never blame them. Maybe there are things going on in their lives, but there are people that when they think of their mothers, they just think of the best thing ever that has ever happened to them in their lives. So for me, for my mom, when I was born to a single mother again. And I was born in, I'm not going to tell you when, but my mom brought me up in such a beautiful way. Not just that, but this is one of the most iconic things that I normally talk about my mom, is that she was my nursery school teacher. Then it was nursery, right? Yeah. My mom took me to school and she was actually my teacher. Can you imagine that, guys? So you did not just bore a child, but you actually became the first teacher in their lives. You know what I mean? So when I went to school, I joined a school called Mosombo Primary School back in Kitale. That's where my mom used to teach then. So one funny thing about my mother is that as a teacher, of course, she could give you exams, mark the exams, and give you the numbers that you want. So for me, I never became nothing less than number one. Not because I was a bright kid, but because hamngelala hiyo siku kama mama angenipea number one. You know what I mean? So she would always put a number one for me, and then put a number. There's me number one in quotes, and then there was always the number one, the real number one, who was a bright kid. Oh, that's funny. When I think about it right now, it's funny. So my mom used to give me a number one somewhere, and then note my real number somewhere, and then give so we were two number ones always in my nursery, in my ECD class. So that's one thing that really, when I think about it, I'm like, my mom really had the best interest at heart for me. But she could just work hard to just make me be that bright kid, but you know what? She just didn't want to make me mad. So yes, I'm always number one. That's funny, right? Number two is that I breastfed up until I was in nursery school. Yeah, I said it. Mimi nilinyonya. When people were going to the line, kwenda kupanga line ya uji when it was break time, guess where I was heading to? I was going to my mom. So she will go and take tea, break time tea for the teachers, and then she will come and just breastfeed me. That's funny, right? So she will come breastfeed me. After that, we will go back to class. Did you all experience that? If you experience that, just please comment down below, because I normally look back at it and I'm like, no, you could have done better, Chelaa. You could have done better. So yeah, that's it. I lived with my mother for I think 7 years or 8 years, I can't remember. So another thing that I remember about my biological mother is I didn't get to spend much time with her, because at some point I moved to live with my dad. But then when I was in high school, I went back to live with her. But again, I didn't even live with her. I think I only lived with her for like 2 years when I was going to school, because of 1, 2, 3 things. But my mom really sacrificed herself for my siblings and I. We are 4 of us, 3 girls and 1 boy. Our last one is my little brother. So my mom would really sacrifice herself for us. And it was such a beautiful thing seeing my third born, our third born has been somebody who's been really, really sickly. And it's been like 5 years since she's been sick. And you know, my mother, as a single mother, she's really struggled raising my siblings, because for me, she didn't really raise me so much. But from my sister, our second born sister, my third born sister, and our last born brother. So for my mother, my sister has been having it's a kidney problem called a nephrotic syndrome. So for her, since she was, I think, in class 7, she's in form 4 right now, she's been going to the hospital every other single month. Like the first week of the month, she will go for a checkup in the hospital. And you know, she needs special attention, special care. That's money, going to the hospital, buying medicine. Sometimes mom just calls me and is like, oh, tumetoka. I'm like, mommy, you did not tell me, at least I send you transport. You know what I mean? She's like, no, my daughter, I am fine. Niko sawa, Chelaa. That's what she normally just tells me. And being a teacher, it's not like she earns so much. You know what I mean? But she has really struggled paying school fees for my sister. School fees for my sister who just finished Form 4 last year. This sister of mine who's been tickling, who's in Form 4 right now. Aki baby girl, I wish you all the best. I can't wait for you to finish school. I've gone through so much. And then my little brother, I eventually took in my little brother, so he's my firstborn son. So yeah, so I celebrate my mother because she's been one woman who I will define as the strength of a woman. She's done so much for us, so much for us. And again, she's been supporting my grandfather. She's the one who's taking care of my grandpa back at home. With my support, of course, I chip in once in a while. Because, you know, living in Nairobi, there's just so much bills to pay, and sometimes I just get overwhelmed. I am a single mother as well, and things are just not working out sometimes. So she just keeps on pressing on her, like, no, it's okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. So she takes care of my grandfather. My grandma passed on a while back. So she's been that kind of a mother that I will die for. You know what I mean? She's been the best mother ever. And I love you so much, Mama. I love you so much. Love you, Mom. So, unto my second mother, the woman that raised me most, I think part of the time, that will be my bonus mother, my stepmom. Her name is Agnes Rotich. Yeah, we share a surname. And she took me in when I was, I think, 8 years old. Immediately she took me in. I think my dad had just married her. So she decided, you know what, you're gonna bring her home. And she took me in. I remember the first school that I joined when I came to Nairobi. You know what, guys? I did not just come to Nairobi for the first time. I went to one of the most secured places in Nairobi. You can guess. I'm not gonna tell you, but you know, my bonus mom just took me in, and I was enrolled in a school called St. Jesus Primary School. For those who know that, I think I went to St. Jesus for like 2 years, and then I transferred to Status Primary School. So my bonus mother, she took care of me. Of course, at first we had we could brush our shoulders so many times. I was still a child. I didn't know how to do things. I didn't know how to adapt to a new person. You know, you're just bringing me and you're telling me this is your mother. And you know, with my dad, it was a no-nonsense thing. You're not gonna call her auntie. You're not gonna call her name. This is your mother. So for me, I was like, huh? Mama yangu aje, mimi nimeacha mama yangu shago. But with time, I came to learn that, you know what? She was a mother figure and she was going to be my mother for life. I mean, I had no choice. But she has really she's one of the most kind-hearted persons that I know. She's really taken care of me. And I also have a young brother from her called Limo. And for me, it has been a phenomenal journey. It has been an amazing journey. At some point, I didn't even run away. I went back home and I said, I'm not going to go back there. Not because she was a bad person, not because she was a bad stepmother. You know, those stereotypical stepmother. But it was just for me. I felt like I needed to stay with my mother. But later on in life, we built our relationship. And trust me, she's one of my best friends right now. I run to her whenever I have a problem. You know what I mean? She is such an amazing person. She is the best that you could ever ask for. I mean, Daddy, you could not have made a better choice than her. I mean it. So she has always been there. I remember after I gave birth, I went back to her and she took care of my son and her for an year. I think it was close to a year. And she could provide for us. She could do things for us. I appreciate you so much, Mom. I really appreciate you. Yes, keep on keeping at what you do because you never know when and where your blessing shall come. You're a blessed woman already. I believe that. And thank you so much for taking care of me. I love you so much and happy Mother's Day, Mama. Okay, the next person that I'm going to talk about, oh my God, my spiritual mother, my mentor, my best friend. That would be none other than Gracie Kirama. I have talked about her before on my channel. And Grace, I met Grace in 2015 December. Was it 2015? Yeah, 2015 December. Yeah, I remember. She had come to perform for the president in State House, and it was the staff and their families end year party. And you know, with that, who just comes and the first lady and his kids and their kids, they just come. It was just it's normally called a fun day. So Grace comes. I remember then Movie was my very good friend. We had met with Movie prior. So Grace comes and they were friends with Movie already. So when we were at the party, and then I went to say hi to Movie, and then Movie said, "Oh, by the way, you have not met my friend." That's when I met Grace. I met Grace when she was performing for the president. So I thought she was the coolest person on earth. You see the way? Okay, I'm not gonna talk about that. Yeah, but I thought she was the coolest person on earth. So we took photos, and then she gave me her Instagram handle. So mimi nikaiangalia nikasema, oh, sawa. She said she was gonna send photos. Ama sijui ni mimi nilikuwa nimtumie picha kwa Instagram yake, sikumbuki, by the way, sikumbuki. I don't remember. It's been long. That's like almost 10 years now, 8 years. So that's how we met. And then I think I inboxed her on her Instagram then. And the rest is history. Went to a group called the Praying Woman Group, and then I became her baby. She go, oh my god, she normally calls me my baby, my baby, my baby, my baby. We are like so many babies of hers, but right now we are kidogo. So she's been an amazing person. One thing that I would always remember her for is when I had my son Philan, and I really wanted to go back to school. So it's a long story, but she told me to go to her place, and then she found a place for me to stay at my sister's place called Muso. And then she was saying, oh, I will be supporting you guys to get rent and to get food. Things really happened, and that's the point where I looked at her and was like, you're the most selfless person ever on earth. There's just nobody like you. Know what I mean? So she's been there for me. She's been there for my son. She's covered us in prayers. She's cried with me. She's walked with me the journey, and I'm so glad that you're mother, mama. I mean, we've called you over 100 ladies have called you mother. I've called you mama. For me personally, I called you mi querida mama, which means my beloved mother in Spanish. You know you are. But Mama AJ, you've been an amazing woman, somebody whom has stood by the word, and we've really seen you going through the worst, and now you're at the best of your life. And this is the first Mother's Day. I mean, as a mother, actually a mother, not just the way we just call you mama. But yeah, I really love you so much, and I will kill for you. Yeah, I mean it. Thank you so much for loving me. Thank you for always being there for me. Thank you for holding me down. Thank you for just rising up with me when you rise up. Thank you for always having me in each and every milestone in your life. Thank you for always being there for me, and I really appreciate, Mom. Thank you so much, Mom. Thank you. I love you so much. And happy Mother's Day, Mama AJ. Oh God, it feels so good calling you that. I want to say baby's full name, but no, these people don't know that. But I love our baby girl so much. I love her so much. I can't wait to just come and babysit her. And she's the most beautiful human being that anybody has ever set their eyes on. You know what I mean? And the last person, guys, is someone whom I consider as my big sister. Her name is Chiru. This is someone who has held me down at the worst of my moments. I mean, I grew up with her. I remember when I was in school, primary school, you know, she had just finished high school, and she will come in every Parents' Day. You know, my dad and mom had gone to Jogo, and then she will come on every Parents' Day as my parents. Cheru, man, you're the one who frequents St. George's Primary School, and always sent me pocket money when I was in campus, or no, when I was in high school. I really appreciate each and everything that you did for me. But something that I can never forget, something that is here right here in my heart. Guys, when I got pregnant, I ran away from mom. Not literally, But she called my dad. It's a long story. I'll get to tell you someday. But she called my dad and she's like, sina msichana wa kazi na kina Chelaa venye wamefunga shule ama sijui the lecturers was striking. Anaweza kuja anisaidia while I look for nani. She lives in Keroka. She had just gotten a job in Keroka. So I was like, my dad comes home in the evening and like, Chelaa, sasa nataka uende ukasaidie Cheru. Like, huh? I was pregnant then. Nobody knew I was. So I called Cheru and I was like, Cheru, hata usinitumie fare. Kama utakuja kunirudishia nikifika huko ni sawa. But mimi niko na fare, wacha tu nitakuja kesho asubuhi. Cheru's shocked. Mbona msichana ameharakisha hivyo, you know? Any other day I was like, well, nitumie fare, mimi sina pesa. But this day I have money. How comes? So that's how I went to Keroka when I was 4 months pregnant. Nobody knew I was pregnant. My when I got there, she didn't even realize that I was pregnant. I would puke at night, and then over the day when she's around, nobody, as in she will never realize that I was. So up to this day that I texted her and I told her, you know what, there's this and this going on in my life. She didn't believe it, but eventually she did. I lived with her for the next, I think, 5 months during my pregnancy period. I gave birth in her house. I mean, she took me to a private hospital, paid all my bills, did shopping for my son before he was born. As in, I did not spend even a single cent. You know what I mean? I talk about her and I always just wow, because this is the most selfless human being that I have ever met. She's family, she's my sister, she's my big sister, you know. But she just went out of her way and she did things. Tulikuja hapa Toy Market, tukafanya shopping, tukaenda Biashara Street, tukafanya shopping ya mtoi before he was even born.
Nilete poti.
Unataka poti? Enda kwa toilet baba. Enda ususu kwa toilet. Really?
I don't even know my channel na toilet.
Enda ususu.
Nataka watch the toilet.
Oh, nikuwashie lights. Okay. There you go. It's called being a mother. So, Cheru took care of me before and after the baby was born. She was there with me during the hospital. See the way mnashikanga my husbands when mkiwaambia, oh, I never want to say you unamfinya when you were having labor pains. She was the one who was there for me, like a hand hata mpaka mko na kilifura, because I held on to her. And yeah, she took care of me when I was in the hospital. While I was in the hospital, she did so much for me. Okay, baby, let me shoot. I love you. Don't touch. So she did so much for me. She paid my hospital bills. Can you imagine that? I mean, I don't know. I think about it right now. I'm like, that was not an easy thing to do, but she actually did it anyway. She took care of me for a month and a half after I gave birth, and then now she brought me back home to my parents. So you are a mother to one son called Kibet here. Thank you so much. I don't know how I can ever repay you, because I honestly don't know how I can ever repay you. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for just being there for me. But I will forever cherish the kind of relationship that we have. We might always have ups and downs, but I can't even think of a day that tumewahi kosana, like literally just kosana with you. But you're my favorite big sister, and I love you so much. I love you. Oh my God, I love you so much. Please don't cry. I love you so much, and I've always told you, Philan is not even my son. I mean, Philan is your baby boy, and you being a mother to one, but you've really touched the hearts of many. There's just nothing that can compare to that. And I really thank God, because you know what? Your blessings are coming. Your blessings have always been there. You've always just seen those doors opening, and yeah, your blessings are coming. I love you so much. Oh God, I love you so much. I love you. And to every mother out there, my Jehovah sister Shiro, Karambos, Marilyn, who's a new mother, Nkirotele, oh my God, you guys are just amazing. I mean, every others, my grandmothers, every other mother out there, every single mother out here was going through so much, and you don't know who to turn to. God will always just come. Oh my God, God will always just come through for you, because life is not that easy. I am a mother, and I have walked through that journey, and trust me, it's not easy. Oh my God, I would advise you. This is a Mother's Day. I'm supposed to celebrate mothers, but I would advise every young girl out here, please don't fall into that trap. Let nobody tell you nothing. Because you know what? You're a queen. And queens don't get ruined. Queens don't get spoiled. Queens decide what they want. You know what I mean? Queens just, I mean, oh God, they hold a very, 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 very treasurable place in the society, and they get to decide what they want. You know what I mean? So if you're a girl out here who is not yet a mother, and you feel like you're not at that financial state, you're not at that mental state, you might be very rich, but you're mentally here, you're not. Nobody is ever ready, but man, you just need to have a mental stability as a mother, you know, because we go through so much. We go through postpartum depression, we go through financial problems, because hey man, Philan just started school like last year, and right now nasikia kama nitangoroka. Si rahisi. And you know, especially when you have to just do it by yourself, it's not easy. Don't look at me and feel like, oh, your baby is so beautiful, oh, you're doing an amazing job, oh, Sijui. My friend, the many times that I just close my bedroom door and I just cry, the many times that I punish this kid and I feel bad about it, because you know what? There's no bad cop and good cop in his life. I'm supposed to be the bad and good cop. So I cannot balance the both of them. I cannot. I will never be able to do it. So I beat him as a bad cop, and then I go cry behind locked doors, because I don't know how to react to it. You know what I mean? So life is just all about just try as much as possible. Be in that mental state, be in that financial state, be in that physical state that you can be a mother. And if you don't want to, it's okay not to want. Because at the end of the day, it's you and you alone. Wanasemanga mtoto ni wa society, but trust me, you my dear, you will do it by yourself. You'll do it by 90%, 99% of the things. People will help you out with 1%. And when they do it, they will shout it to the whole world that they've done it for you. You know what I mean? So just try as much as possible to just keep yourself. Keep yourself. Don't be a mother when you're too young, number one. Number two, when it happens, accept it. Accept it and just collect yourself, and things will be okay. Wanasema mtoto anakuja na sahani yake, but what they don't tell you is that these sahanis are normally empty. You have to fill them. You have to fill these plates. So yes, kids are such beautiful things, and beautiful, because it's literally like seeing your heart working around. Oh God, how much I love my kid, I cannot even tell. But I have to struggle. I have to just mend ways for them. I have to, create a brighter future for them, not to go through what I have gone through, or what my mother went through, or what my mother's mother went through. So happy Mother's Day to every mother out here, man. I cannot get rid every other mother. I cannot think of all of you. Oh my God, Marion, Rachel, my campus friend, every Mercy Lita, every other mother out here, every friend of mine who has been a mother. I mean, you're doing it. Shams! Oh my God! And Joy, my lookalike. Oh my god. I mean, I'm thinking about all of you and I'm like, I'm so excited. That's something that I've not even seen your babies. But yeah, I'm planning to come and do it. But you're very, very special people. Never forget that. Don't ever forget to take care of yourself because sometimes we get deep into being a mother and we forget about ourselves. Take yourself out. Take yourself on vacations. Do things for yourself, man. Buy yourself something. I remember there were days that I will go to the market. I'm like, naenda kujinunulia kiatu. Sina kiatu. Kiatu literally imetoboka hapo chini. But then I get there and I look at very beautiful shoes of a kid. I'm like, oh my god, my son will look so good on this. I'll end up buying his shoe and forget about me. Not cool, right? But yeah, happy Mother's Day to every mother out here. Every phenomenal mother. It doesn't matter if you feel worthy or not, but you're still a mother. So I love you so much. God loves you so much. Always just remember to just take care of yourself. That's my take away point. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for watching my channel. And please, I will always remind you this. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please. And please don't forget to comment, share, subscribe. Tell me your motherhood experience down on the comments below. And yeah, we will all appreciate to just get to learn from each other. I am still learning. I'm a young mother. My son is in PP2. Oh my god, he's turning 5 years in a month's time. And I think I would want to treat myself on this Mother's Day. But because my birthday is on this month, 26th of May, I'll do both of them. I'll just combine them and just give myself a treat. And yeah, let's celebrate together. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I love you all so much. Philan, come say bye. Come.
Mommy.
Yes. Come say.
Mommy.
Aya, kuja useme bye alafu nitakuja kukuonesha. Come say bye to my people. Tell them bye.
Bye.
We love you.
Love you.
Do you love mommy?
Yeah.
Mwah. Hug mommy. I love you too, eh? Okay. Yeah, go play. Thank you so much, guys. Look at my look. My grandmother brought me this from the United States. I love you so much, Grandma. Happy Mother's Day to you too. Okay, baby.